y'all, my name is Lacey. This is my first video on here. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a middle school advice video, and this is coming from a person who has went through 6th, 7th, and 8th, and now I'm going into my first year of high school. So if y'all have any tips like for freshman year, because I don't know anything about high school, but I do know everything about middle school. But leave like the tips below if you're like a upperclassman or something higher than freshman, like you going into a different year or something. But if y'all want the ultimate guide to 6th, 7th, and 8th grade year, keep watching this video. So I'm gonna be reading the list off my phone right here, but the first topic for this video is going to be friends. This is a very important topic. The first thing is on here is choose your friends wisely. You have a choice. You have a choice if you want to like who you want to be friends with. Nobody has to just be like, oh, you gonna be my friend and you be their friend. Because I'm not gonna lie, never mind. Just know that you have a choice between who you want to be your friends and who you don't want to be your friends, because you're your own person and you can do whatever you want to do. Like, ain't nobody forcing you. Nobody should be trying to force you to be their friend, and if they are, they're not your friend anyways. The next thing is, don't be a pick-me friend. Don't get to acting different when you get in front of these boys. And sometimes everybody like to say it's boys, but sometimes girls act different in front of girls. Because, and I'm going to tell you why they're going to do this. It's because either they're going to be older than them, or they're going to be more popular than them. And I just feel like that's the wrong way to go about it, completely trying to embarrass your friend, the person who is currently your friend, because you're trying to be friends with somebody else. And if they're doing that also, they're not your friend. You need to move on. The next thing is learn how to be your own. Learn how to be on your own before you get invested in having friends. If you can't enjoy your own company and you can't handle being on your own, you always need somebody to help you with something, then you don't need friends. You can't survive on your own. You don't know how. You don't know that you good on your own. You don't have to have people with you, and you don't need friends if you feel that way about yourself. Like, you should really enjoy your company. I be in my room trying to do a backhand spring, be trying to do everything, be trying to learn how to do a split. I be up in here just doing crazy stuff, but I'm keeping myself company. The last time that I've been on FaceTime with a friend has been like 2 years, and I'm about to be in freshman year. Y'all excuse all that background noise. It's a lot going on in this house right now. People talking on the phone, if y'all can even hear it. But I just like, what was I talking about? Look at my list again. I don't know what I was saying, but you know, just I could like, okay, before I had a lot of friends, I was always quiet. I didn't have no friends to start with because I was at a whole nother different school. But when I went back to my like school where everybody knew me from, I had a lot of friends, but I appreciated having friends, but I also knew how to be on my own. So any day my friends wanted to act weird or start some mess, I knew how to be on my own. And they're like, oh, so she not going for that. She don't really care that we not talking to her. And I don't, because I've been on my own. I don't care. I came out on my own when mom had me. So you should know how to be on your own. And the last thing is, don't let anybody peer pressure you into anything. Just letting y'all know, you will be cooler if you have your own mind and do your own thing. I don't think a lot of people realize this, but I'm the type of person that if you tell me to go left, I'm gonna go right just because you told me to do it. Like, I do not follow up behind nobody. Don't tell me to do something if you think, because I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do the complete opposite. So don't tell me to do nothing for real. But that's how, I'm not going to say that's how everybody need to be. But you can follow your friends sometimes when that's like your friend. Don't be all in nobody but, or trying to talk to somebody all day 24/7 because you want them to be your friend, or you think that they're cool, because they don't feel the same way about you. So there's no point in you doing that. I'm the friend. Don't ever ask me to do nothing, because I like to make my own plans. Even when we don't go through with the plans, I still like to make the plans. Like, and I'm not controlling or anything when it comes to being friends, but I just do my own thing. I don't wait on nobody to do nothing before I do it. I just do what I'm doing. And if my friends choose to follow behind what I'm doing, then that's cool. But if they don't, I'm going to do it anyways on my own, because I came up with it. Why wouldn't I? We moving on to the next subject, though. This right here is a very, very important subject. Hygiene. You're getting older. Once you get to the 6th grade, you're getting older. Your body is going to be changing. Your odor is going to get stronger. It's going to get stronger because you're advancing in age, and, you know, that's just what's going to happen. But you got to learn how to, like, take care of yourself properly. And I'm going to make a hygiene video, like an ultimate hygiene guide, because I had an older sister, and I still have an older sister. I have two. But my older sister, she put me on to everything. So I went through a lot in middle school, but I didn't have to go through that if I would have listened to her then. But like 7th grade year, 8th grade year, I was listening to her for both of them years. So on this app right now, I'm really being y'all bigger sister to tell y'all the advice she passed down to me. But also, this is from my own experience too, because like I said, I didn't listen to her for real. I should have, because my year would have went by way more smoother. But first thing is, take care of yourself. Don't go to school and you ain't brushed your teeth. You ain't, this not a part of hygiene, but like if you ain't did your edges, okay, that's cool, because everybody don't do edges. But if you ain't brushed your teeth, you ain't washed your face, got the eye boogers out your eyes, if you got boogers in your nose and you ain't got that out, you ain't bathed this morning, you ain't put on no deodorant, you, like, your hygiene is just bad, you don't even need to, like, I don't know. Just don't do that. That's like a no-go at all. Like, hygiene should be one of your main priorities, because me personally, I don't like being friends with people that are stink. I said I don't like, so like, if I do have a stank friend, it's hard for me to tell people that they stink too. So I just don't like to be put in situations like that. But I don't like friends that stink, but they still be good friends. What do you say? Bathe good. I'm gonna put that in my ultimate hygiene thing, tell y'all how to bathe. I'm gonna just do a little quick here and there, because I'm not gonna be bathing, but I'm gonna tell y'all how to bathe, because I feel like a lot of people, parents or like family, do not tell them how to bathe. And I had a friend or something, and she told me that her, like, I ain't talked to her in some months, but she didn't know how to bathe. Like, they didn't teach her stuff like that, and it's a real thing. People, parents and stuff, do not be teaching them stuff like that. So I am gonna make like a video with that in it. The next topic is grades. Now, this is also important. This whole list is important for real, because I just learned throughout all the years that a lot of this stuff is important. So the first thing for grades is, don't let your work pile up. It makes no sense for you to have a deadline, or your teacher give you work and you just letting it all build up. Because I did that a couple of times, and the only thing I did when I was doing that was stressing myself out, because now I'm up to 2 o'clock in the morning doing work for school just to make sure I'm caught up, so the teacher won't say nothing to me and all that. And I could have just did it whenever she gave it to me, but don't do that. Don't make the same mistake I did. Do your work on time, all of that. Just do your work when they give it to you, because when other people got their work piled up and stuff like that, you're gonna have a break, or you're gonna be on to the next assignment. The next thing is, do your best on all your assignments. I know, like, especially like the end of the year exams or stuff, or like the ACAP test and all of that stuff can be really stressful, but I feel like at the same time, you should still try your best on stuff like that. Sometimes I try my best, sometimes I don't. But this year coming up, like my high school years, I really do want to take, like, doing my work serious, because I feel like I take it serious, but I don't. And I need to take it more serious. Do your work on time, like I was saying. Make sure you turn it in on time. There's, like, you get points taken off for stuff like that when you get to middle school. People would, I don't know, child, you'll be failing. Ain't nobody said that you made an A in the first place, and now you got to get points taken off of your work because you didn't turn it in on time. And who said that you made an A? Nobody said that. So you don't need to be doing that, because your grade can go down. I know my grade went down like that so many times. The teacher was like, and forgetting your work at home, don't do that, because I remember she kept taking 10 points off every day that I forgot my work, and I didn't make no A. So I made like a low B or a medium C or something, and I almost had like either a C or a D, I don't know. But don't do it. What else? Study so you won't have to ask your peers for it, and you won't have to worry about it. Study, do your homework at home. I cannot name the countless amount of times where I didn't do my homework at home, or I'm running in the classroom trying to hurry up and do my homework or my work. Like, mainly it was work that I was supposed to be doing at home, but I was so busy because I'm a student athlete. So every time you turn around, I had something to do. And yeah, and I'm very active outside of school too. But don't be dependent on your friends to give you the work, because I remember I had like a whole bunch of friends. I thought they was my friends, and sometimes it wasn't even friends. You know, you use people sometimes just to get answers and stuff like that, but I helped them out too. But I came in the classroom one day and I'm like, oh, can you give me the work? I'm gonna drop the name. I was like, oh, can you give me the work? And she was like, hold on. And she just was making me wait for so long. I'm like, girl, we about to go. She asked her for my work and stuff. The teacher was like, just turn it in tomorrow. And I think she took 20 points off. And I was just like, you could have gave me the work. You sitting up here telling me, hold on, because you trying to be selfish and petty. But that was really my fault, because I should have did my work when I was supposed to be doing it. So after that, I learned I ain't never asked nobody else for real too much for their answers. Sometimes I did, but not all the time. Okay, y'all, the next topic is teachers. What I'm about to say in here is very important, because I promise you people going to do it. The first thing you need to keep in mind is don't listen to others when they tell you about their past experiences with certain teachers. It's gonna be upperclassmen. I call them upperclassmen because all the videos I've been watching, they've been saying it, and now it's kind of stuck in my head all of a sudden. But like the people that are older than you, upperclassmen, the people that are in grades that are above your grade, they have their own experiences with these teachers. So when they tell you, oh, so and so she mean, or so and so she nice, or she be giving you this, or she don't put in grades, sometimes it's true, but you would rather get your own experience, because listening to them will get you messed up. I never listen to them because, like I said, I ain't no follower. You ain't finna tell me something and think I'm finna listen to you, and that's just that. But I know a lot of people do, and they be messing themselves up. It's like, girl, you don't even know if the lady mean or not. Yeah, y'all keep talking about some, that's what they said, that's what they said. Okay, well, we getting a chance to see it for ourselves now. And that's what y'all chance is. Don't listen to nobody. Sometimes they not lying, but sometimes they are lying, and it's just the way they were acting was making the teacher mad. And teachers have bad days. They're human. They have bad days. They have good days. You're going to have good teachers, and you're going to have bad teachers. But you still need to figure it out for yourself. Don't be taking nobody's word for that. And be nice and respect your teachers, because they are the ones who are giving you your grades. Don't be being disrespectful to your teacher. Now, if your teacher did something to you, I don't know. I don't really have no advice on that part. I feel like you should just go tell your mama. Because if you handle it yourself, you're going to get in trouble regardless. So just tell your parents or your guardian to handle it. Or like if the teacher, sometimes, I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's okay to say certain things to teachers because they be thinking that they got some type of power. But a lot of times I leave it alone. And I guess that be enough for me sometimes, to just leave it alone, because they know they be wrong. But other times I say something. A lot of times I don't, though, because I'm not finna argue with you. I'm gonna lose at this point. You can either write me up, send me home, but my point is gonna be invalid by then, because you're gonna be able to have something on me too. And all I did, I had some on you before that. Like, yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, just be nice to your teachers and build a nice relationship with them with, like, I feel like trust and, like, just being a good student overall, because teachers will give you extra credit, or they won't mind, like, nominating you for certain things or helping you with your work. They won't have no attitude with you 24/7. They will be more likely to help you than to hurt you. Next topic is boys. The first thing that I want y'all to hear, and I'm gonna say it a couple times because I don't think a lot of people understand this, but you don't have to talk to no boy just because they like you. When I tell you I don't went through 6th, 7th, 8th, and probably like the rest of my life without being in a relationship with a boy. And it's cool to talk to boys, be friends with boys, maybe even talk to them like at the talking stage, but I ain't never been in a relationship with no boy. And it's not because I can't have them. They be wanting me. She want me. She want me. But they be I don't know. I just feel like just because you like me don't mean I gotta like you. And it's certain, like, I be knowing who I like. So, and they be having girlfriends and all this other stuff. So I just be like, all right. And there's other people out here. But yeah, don't ever send no pictures of yourself or disrespect yourself like that. I don't care what he say to me. I ain't gonna talk to you no more. You must don't love me. You don't love him. Don't even trick yourself. You don't love him. Don't send him nothing. Don't give him nothing. The next thing is boys don't take you as serious, unlike girls. We are. Probably a lot of my audience is girls. So your feelings will be hurt. Like, I don't think that they, well, I know for a fact because I got brothers. Well, I got a brother. I'm tripping. And they don't take girls as serious as we take them. So, like, we taking them serious or, like, really liking them. But then they got, like, in their mind, they know for a fact they got other options and stuff. So, they not taking us that serious as you think. So, don't be taking them all that serious because they're not that important. Very important. Have self-respect. Don't ask no dumb questions like out loud in the classroom on purpose. Like, if it's just something that you didn't know and you asked and it just, you know, it didn't sound right, then that's okay. But don't be doing it on purpose because that's not funny. And people be laughing at you. You think they laughing, like, with you, but they laughing at you for real. So don't be doing dumb stuff like that. That's not cute. That just makes you look stupid. Or like you just, you always opening up your mouth and talking before you thinking about what you're saying, and you don't need to do that. The next thing is don't be acting wild or like doing dumb things, like just doing stupid stuff throughout the school, because that's not cute. I look at people like that like they're slow and they're attention seekers, and that's because they are. Don't do it, because people gonna laugh at you, but they're not laughing, like I just said, they're not laughing like with you, they laughing at you. They not like, and some people gonna laugh with you, but a lot of people just be laughing at you because, I mean, you look stupid, you look like a clown. So don't do it. This topic, I feel like this topic is very important. Also, this topic is bullying. Don't be bullying people. Don't be walking around school like you a big bad wolf, just bullying people, being mean to people just because that's just not nice. I don't even know what else to say, but people used to bully me so much when I was in 6th grade. I used to have, y'all know I'm light skinned, and everybody, a lot of people, I'm not going to say everybody because people will be in the comments, no, he don't, speak for yourself, all that. I grow a little hair right here, and when I tell you, they used to get on me so bad, and I used to be so sad. I'm like, bro, why y'all been so mean to me though? What's wrong with you? And I come from like a real loving family. Like, we don't do that. I don't even go out now and bully people because I just feel like that's them. Why am I bullying them? I don't know. My mind don't even be wrapping around stuff like that. But that's not cute. Don't do that. And you don't know what people be going through. Now, me personally, I wasn't going through nothing when all this happened. I was just a very happy child. And, like, I like to have fun. And then I walked into this environment and it was like, y'all just keep looking at me. Y'all studying me 24/7. Y'all being mean to me. Like, whoa, I want to go home. That's how I felt. Because, child, I don't know. But, yeah, they used to bully me about all types of stuff. Some stuff, it wasn't even a point. Like, I had a wig in 6th grade. Y'all probably think it was gone, but it really wasn't. It was like just a straight wig. It was straight. It had a middle part. My sister put it on. And I thought it was the cutest wig ever. This is another lesson. Have confidence in whatever you're wearing, because if you don't, they're going to tear you apart. And really take what I just said serious, because you might think I'm joking or something, but they will tear you apart if you don't have confidence in what you're wearing. They're going to get you. You better have some type of confidence about what you're wearing. But ever since I like look back at that moment, like that summer, because I was like, man, my wig was actually cute. What? I had my edges done. I look like a little Indian. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was so excited to leave the house. I was like, yeah, I just got my hair done. And they was just like, they didn't say it to me, but you could just tell when people be talking about you and stuff like that. But I should have never been worried about what they was thinking, because one thing about it that I learned ever since that happened is that if you got I got like 20 mirrors in my house. Best believe I don't look them about 5 or 6 of them. And then everybody got mirrors in their car. And I had a phone. I seen what I looked like before I left the house. Why was I worried about what they was talking about or what they felt like I was looking like? Because I was actually looking real cute. That was cute. I'll go by that again. That was really cute. But that's a lesson in itself. Have confidence in whatever you're wearing, anything that you put on, because if you don't, they're gonna be able to put their opinion on everything that you have, and it's gonna tear you apart. And have confidence. Like, even if you don't got it, you need to fake it and just be like, I don't care about what y'all got to say, because I already know what I got on and it's real cute to me. And they're not wearing it, so it shouldn't matter to them. But hey, in middle school, everybody feel like your business is theirs. This is the second thing. This is very important. Check them in that exact moment. I promise you, if you do this, your year will be smooth. Check them when they do what they do. when I was in 6th grade, people was doing a whole bunch of little dumb stuff. And I'm over here thinking like, okay, the next time they do this, I'm finna do this. And it could have worked, but guess what? The same moment is never gonna happen. It's never gonna come back. So there's no point in you feeling like that. And say what you got to say in a moment, because I learned that towards like the end of 7th grade year, but all 8th grade year I was standing on business, because I ain't never want to go back to that 6th grade feeling. I used to be so sad, like, yo, why y'all playing with me though? Why y'all being mean to me? But yeah, just check them where they at. Don't be like, never mind. Just check them where they at. When they do something stupid, if they say something that's slick, even if you feel like it's slick. Now, don't be just going off on people for no reason. But check them exactly when they do it. First off, that's going to embarrass them, because they like, dang, she really just said that to me? Yes, she said that to you. And what you finna say to her? Oh, okay. But yeah, just check people when they do stuff. Don't be letting it slide and you mad later because you ain't say nothing and you literally could have said something. They wasn't gonna do nothing to you. I don't think they was gonna do nothing to you. I hope they don't do nothing to y'all. But we moving on to the next subject. Next subject is mess and drama. The first thing is, mess and drama is how a lot of fights get started. So if you don't, first off, if you don't want to fight, if you don't know how to fight, if you're not sure if you don't know how to fight, don't be getting involved in mess. And even if you do, don't be getting involved in mess. That just make you look so crazy. You can't go to school and just do your work. You got to go to school and be messy and talk about everybody and their mama. Stop doing that. Like, that's so weird to me. Don't be going to school being messy. Because I'm telling you, you're going to meet your match and somebody going to beat you up. They're going to get you. So don't be going there being messy, talking about people. I don't care how good you can fight. I don't care. Don't be starting mess, because you're going to meet your match. I'm telling you, you're going to meet your match. God ain't finna keep letting you go around too much longer beating people up. He going to let the devil take you, and you going to get took somewhere. You going to get beat up. The next thing is stay away from mess and drama. Like I said, that's how fights get started. Even if your friend beefing with somebody. Now, I got a little bit more comfortable with this, I ain't gonna lie, in 8th grade year. But that's because everybody kind of knew that I wasn't messy. Well, everybody knew that I wasn't messy. So I didn't really too much care when my friend was going through something. Because I'm like, why is y'all playing with my friend at this point? Y'all playing with her. But don't just stay away from stuff like that. You will lose friends if you're not messy, but you also will gain them simply because you're not messy. Like, I lost so many friends because they just noticed, like, dang, Lacey ain't talking about nobody. Lacey is not fighting nobody. Lacey not doing none of that. I need some hype. But they're going to come back around and realize, dang, I'm tired of living this fast life in school where everybody fighting. It's always something. And they're going to want to come back to somewhere that's is settled, chill. They ain't got to worry about no fighting, because who want to fight me? Nobody. And if they do, they ain't never said it to me. So, but I ain't got into no fights at school and middle school. So, not at school, but I ain't got into none. So I'm proud of myself. Proud of myself for that.
A few moments later.
That's why people will, like, you're gonna gain friends also during that process, because people gonna feel like they can trust you more. I feel like people felt like they could trust me more because I wasn't messy. And I feel like if somebody really finna sit there and tell you their business, don't be like, I don't care who I don't feel like with. I'm not finna go and tell your business the minute we get into an argument or the minute we stop talking to each other, because honestly, it wasn't my business in the first place. You just felt like you wanted to tell me and you wanted to vent to me. And I keep stuff like that secret. I feel like nobody should just be out here just telling people business because you mad. Like, that's so stupid. But the next thing is, they would love to have someone, like I said, to go to when a whole bunch of mess is going on, and just to chill out. They know she not finna be with all that extra stuff. And 9 times out of 10, you probably gonna be the person to de-escalate the situation on their behalf. You don't have to be a mediator between the two, but you're gonna de-escalate the situation between you and your friend about whatever your friend going through. The next subject is homework. Try and do your homework at school. I'm saying this because, okay, it's really helpful if you're not a student athlete or if you are, but it helped me a lot as being a student athlete when I had the chance to do my homework at school, because I didn't feel like doing the homework at home by the time I don't went to practice or I don't had a game. And then in 7th grade year, I had to cheer, play basketball, then go back and cheer all in one day. And we had 2 games every week. So that was very tiring to me, like very. But yeah, try and do your homework at school. If y'all have practice and you know you ain't got nothing to worry about with practice, go ahead and do your homework then. What you waiting on? You wait till you get home and you gonna be sleepy. Done got in the bed and ate, took a shower, and now you're not finna do it. So just do it while you try and do it while you at school. I remember when we used to watch film, the days that we did watch it, I used to go in the back of the classroom and do my homework, because I don't want to do this when I get home. You know, and if you're not a student athlete, still do your homework at school if you can, because there's no point in taking it home with you. I know they say it's homework, but you shouldn't have to do no work at home. Next thing is homework might count as a grade. I had a teacher, I ain't gonna say her name, but I had a math teacher this 8th grade year, and I could have made way better grades than what I was making, but basically the test was the homework. So like, y'all know them books. I'm gonna try and insert a picture of it. If I can't, then I just can't. But it's this book. I think it's a McGraw-Hill book. And it got the lesson, and then after it got like a whole bunch of like just questions for you to answer about like just problems for you to solve, I meant, after the lesson is over with. And that used to be the test, and some of the lesson used to be the test. And child, I could have made better grades in math if I would just did my homework. But she was assigning too much. But that's why I said stay on top of it. Do it when you get home, or do it while you at school, and you won't have to worry about all that. And, you know, yeah, because it was counted as a grade. And I'm pretty sure she was not the only teacher that was doing that. A couple other teachers was doing the same thing. Like, homework was a grade sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. So just always do your homework. I make sure that when you go to school, you're looking good every day. I strived very hard on my 8th grade year. I didn't really do it too much for my 6th and 7th grade year. I think I was trying to find like my niche or my style when it came to like certain things. But I feel like towards in the 8th grade, I had figured that out by then. And I was able to come to school looking good every day. And we had to wear uniforms, so it was kind of a little harder. But it really wasn't. It was really easier. You just put on your accessories, put on your shoes. Your stuff can match if you wanted to. Just make sure that you're looking good every day. And the reason I say that is because people will respect you more when they see you wake up in the morning and you put on clothes to make sure that you look good to go into school. Some people don't do that. A lot of people don't do that. They wear whatever they want to wear to school, especially the schools that don't wear uniform. They just throw on something, or the schools that do, they just throw stuff on. But I actually cared a lot about my appearance when I was in the 8th grade, because people respect you a lot. Nobody can ever say that you wasn't looking good. Nobody can say, oh, you remember that day she was just like this, or remember that day she ain't had this song, or that, because you making sure that you look good every day. So, yeah. And also, you might meet new people. It might be a new student, and I'm not saying that it matter or that you have to impress anybody about your like looks, but it just make people respect you more. I did it personally though. For me, I realized this is what it helped out with, the things that I just said. But before that, I was just trying to make sure that I looked good to go to school, because I wasn't doing it in the past. So I kind of tried to like fix the past, I guess. But also, I just like putting on clothes. I'm realizing that like the older I get, I just like putting on clothes. I get dressed up to go to Walmart or the gas station now, and it's not for people. It's because I feel like it make me feel like I'm going somewhere, or I'm looking good. Like, it's school. You don't really have to dress up for school, but it made me more excited that, oh, girl, I'm finna be looking good tomorrow at school. I'm finna put this on. I'm finna put that on. It make you feel good about wherever you going. I don't like school. No, I don't feel like I think a lot of people don't like school. But it made me like it a little bit more when I was putting on clothes to go to school. I'm looking good. I got something to look for a little bit. But that's all for looking good every day. You should. Just strive to make yourself feel good in general. Who want to feel like, oh, I'm just going to throw this on and go to school? Because that means something wrong. You don't feel right. I just want to, like, talk about how a lot of these videos be saying, like, keep your circle small. A lot of people going to tell you to keep your circle small. it depends on what type of person you are. If you're an extrovert or like you have social anxiety or something, you might want to keep your circle on a smaller hand because you don't want to be bothered with all of that. But if you're like an introvert and an extrovert like me, you don't want to really keep your circle small. When I tell you I talked to almost everybody, like I talked to as friends, almost everybody in my 8th grade year. And it's because I was cool with a lot of people and I don't be starting stuff. So I was kind of, I was good with everybody. I ain't had no problem with nobody. So I, for the most part, I always had somebody to talk to. But I don't know. That's up to you. If you are a extrovert, though, you don't want to keep your circle small because you love to talk. You love having friends. Don't be listening to that. Do what you feel when it comes to how many friends you want now. Like I said, choose your friends wisely. You can also choose how many you want. So, last thing that I have to say for this video, be careful and be vigilant when you're walking home from school. If you're getting off the bus or you're just walking home, be careful because my people was taking real long one day to come get me, and I was walking and this truck just kept circling back and forth around. I had the police on speed dial and I was running home. But just be careful with that. You don't need to be looking at your phone when you crossing the street or just looking at your phone at all because people will snatch you up. Like, this is a crazy world we live in now, and times are getting worse. So, stay prayed up, pray about everything, go to church if y'all can, and just be vigilant in general. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. Thank y'all for watching my video. If I did miss anything, and, you've been through middle school or anything, please comment it down below. I hope that y'all really enjoyed this video. This is the ultimate guide, how to survive middle school. And yeah, I just hope that y'all like this video. If y'all are like, y'all been in high school and stuff, can y'all please tell me some tips or something for freshman year? I don't think I'm scared or I need the tips that much, but I still would love to know, like, what I need and everything, what I need to know. So please help me out, y'all. But I will see y'all in my next video, and thank y'all for watching.